They stole his first term as president. These absolute liars who run around trying to act like they're the protectors of democracy completely ruined it, tried to undermine it at every turn and at the highest levels with lies, with out and out lies that were really serious, and changed foreign policy and changed the course of history in this country in Trump's presidency. And there must be accountability. There has to be actual criminal accountability for those who lied. And I can't wait to see this administration do it.
Megyn Kelly didn't just step onto that stage. She came in swinging like a heavyweight champ, gloves off, zero hesitation. And the unlucky rival in her crosshairs? Hillary Clinton. Each jab was sharp, tearing through the decades of carefully polished armor Hillary has worn like a second skin. Kelly wasn't cracking jokes, she was dismantling brick by brick. Every scandal dragged into the light, every contradiction exposed. By the time Kelly was done, Hillary's so-called unshakable image looked less like a fortress and more like a fragile house of cards.
Hillary Clinton has a very weird and I think shitty marriage. I don't think she has a husband who is in love with her or faithful to her. And I think I can't really blame him because she seems to have accepted this behavior since the inception of their marriage. And so past his prologue, you're going to get what you tolerate. You know, what you permit, you promote. She spent all of her daughter's upbringing away, at work, at the law firm, in the White House, running for office. And
Hillary has built her career strutting through politics with the confidence of someone convinced history owed her a crown. But Megyn Kelly sliced through that mythology like a buzzsaw. She didn't dance around it, she gutted it, making it clear that Hillary's rise wasn't about vision or results, but about surviving long enough to stay in the game. No gentle critiques here. Kelly was surgical, peeling away the legend and showing the raw, unflattering truth that Hillary has fought to keep hidden.
Have in the Durham Annex, like full screen grabs of the Russian memos that the Dutch got their hands on and leaked to us, where the Russians are recounting exactly what they saw Leonard discussing about this Hillary Clinton fan and emissary, Julianne Smith, and how they were going to stop Trump, undermine Trump, but most importantly, distract from Hillary's email scandal.
If you're enjoying this video, please make sure to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Kelly didn't stop at surface-level digs, she went straight for the foundation of Hillary's persona, the wise stateswoman act. To Kelly, this wasn't wisdom earned, it was camouflage. Staying afloat not through brilliance, but by clinging to networks powerful enough to protect her. Hillary's longevity wasn't a badge of excellence, it was proof that the system shields its favorites, as long as the name still has value.
She was doing all this. And back to Hillary, you know, the whole, she has a hat she's tweeted herself out wearing, but her emails. She's tried to turn it into this ridiculous joke, like, oh, but the moon landing, like you nutcases who are still railing about this made up scandal, this thing that, you know, you've used to try to unfairly tar me. She did need to distract from that email scandal, which was around her neck like an albatross. Trust me, we were covering it every night on the Kelly File at Fox News. She had clearly violated the law with that homebrew server that had been accessed by foreign agents. She compromised national intelligence information. She did things she would never have allowed anybody at the State Department to do under her.
Then came the takedown of Hillary's entitlement. That constant vibe of you owe me has always lingered around her campaigns and speeches, and Kelly ripped it to shreds. Every appearance has carried the assumption that Hillary is the inevitable choice, the safe bet, the adult in the room. Kelly exposed that for what it really is, arrogance in designer heels. Trust isn't something you demand, it's something you earn. And despite all her positions and titles, Kelly pressed the real question: where are the undeniable results?
Hillary Clinton, of course, is the original election denier. I'm sure you voted for her in 2016.
Well, she's not an election denier.
She absolutely was the OG election denier.
First of all, she came out before the sun had risen to concede the election to Trump.
And then spent the next 4 years saying he was illegitimate. He was an illegitimate president.
Okay, well, first of all, she didn't say he was an illegitimate.
Yes, she did.
You tell me exactly what she said.
She said those exact words repeatedly.
Kelly had zero patience for the lifelong public servant branding. Instead, she painted Hillary's career as a masterclass in self-service, climbing the ladder while dodging fire after fire. From Whitewater to Benghazi to the private email server, each scandal should have been career-ending. But Hillary never stopped to own the fallout. Instead, she stepped out of the wreckage and into the next opportunity, like walking straight from a burning building into a photo op.
And that leaves me back to Schellenberger here. This is page 4 of his report. He writes as follows: the Russian reports, again, that the Dutch spied on, that we got our hands on, also claimed, and listen to this, I mean, you probably already know this stuff, Glenn, but claimed that Attorney General Loretta Lynch, okay, this is back in 2016, people, remember, Obama's president, Loretta Lynch is his Attorney General, and her DOJ/FBI are investigating the Hillary Clinton email scandal. And also now we learn simultaneously working with the Hillary Clinton campaign to bury that scandal in favor of calling Trump a Russian agent. Okay.
And then Kelly swung at the hypocrisy. Hillary loves branding herself as the voice for the voiceless, the champion of the underdog. But those campaign donor lists tell another story, packed with Wall Street giants, controversial foreign leaders, and the kind of elite insiders who've never worried about the price of groceries in their lives. Kelly hammered this contradiction hard. You can't claim to be for the people when your inner circle is built on the very systems keeping those people down.
Okay. I mean, she conceded the election. Whether you're interpreting her disappointment at losing it as the same thing as Trump not conceding it, I don't know that's where you're getting it from. But again, it's a tremendous false equivalency. You could ask Hillary Clinton right now who won that election. She will tell you. Donald Trump won the election.
Now she knows she has to because of what Trump has done.
Kelly wasn't afraid to reopen the wound that was 2016. She shredded the arrogance of a campaign run like a coronation tour, one that assumed voters had no choice but to line up. Hillary didn't try to inspire, she tried to convince everyone resistance was pointless. And when she lost, the excuses came pouring in, but not once did she admit the simplest truth: she wasn't the right candidate for the time. Kelly also turned the spotlight on the Clinton Foundation, tearing apart its image as philanthropy. To Kelly, it wasn't charity, it was influence for sale, dressed up as generosity.
She got away with murder. Lock her up was right and righteous. And Trump actually should have gone after her when he took office back in 17, January of 17. The only reason it appears that the FBI didn't go after her is because the fix was in. And Loretta Lynch was really clear she wasn't going to do that to Hillary and was telling the Hillary campaign.
The reinvention routine didn't escape Kelly either. Every few years, Hillary reappears with a fresh wardrobe, a new persona, a slightly tweaked tone, like a political reboot. But Kelly sliced through the theatrics. It's the same old script, the same recycled talking points, the same robotic, relatable moments. And then there's the media. Kelly scorched the press for cushioning Hillary, downplaying scandals, and packaging critiques as baseless attacks. When journalism turns into PR, Kelly warned, democracy gets cheated. Those speeches and polished one-liners? Kelly compared them to junk food, momentarily satisfying but ultimately empty.
This woman should be in jail. Literally, Hillary Clinton should be behind bars. And so should the people who worked for her who did this. This is so blatantly corrupt. She wanted to distract from her email scandal. She cooked up a plan to accuse Trump of being a Russian agent in order to distract.
Hillary's brand as the eternal champion for women? Kelly wasn't buying it. True advocacy means putting the cause above yourself. But Hillary's version always fused her image with the cause, making it so that supporting her equaled supporting women, and criticizing her meant attacking women. A clever shield, sure, but Kelly called it out as manipulation. And when Hillary transitioned into her post-political career, the pattern didn't stop: lucrative speeches, media appearances, constant reinvention. Kelly painted her as less of a trailblazer and more of a survivor, someone whose biggest legacy is mastering the art of staying relevant.
Look, we kind of have to do this for window dressing. but don't worry, I've got you. That's what's alleged in these documents. And Hillary has been acting like she's the one who's been wronged. This is all a made-up scandal, and the evil Trump, who said she ought to be behind bars, is so out of line. Meanwhile, Trump didn't do it. Everybody knows Trump didn't go after her criminally with his DOJ when he took office. And yet, as soon as he was out of office, they did it to him.
Hillary's rebranding efforts became a running joke in Kelly's roast. One year she's the cookie-baking grandma, the next she's the tough-as-nails world leader. Always rehearsed, never real. Kelly mocked the staged coffee shop visits, the overplayed laugh, the Broadway-level delivery that felt more scripted than spontaneous. For decades, people have waited for Hillary to finally explain it all, but every chance ends in vague platitudes, history rewrites, and selective memory. Instead of clarity, it's just another round of political theater.
She made up a scandal about Trump being a Russian asset. And they banked on the intel agencies working with her to perpetuate this lie, and it appears they were only too happy to assist. That's what this scandal's about. Pieces of it we knew. New pieces are coming in by the day thanks to these declassifications. And it's downright shocking. Do not believe that there's no there there. The people who are saying that are wrong. They're wrong.
Megyn hammers that point hard, dissecting Hillary's habit of portraying herself as the eternal victim of political smears. Even when controversies were fueled by her own decisions, Hillary spun it as everyone else's fault. Accountability? Always deflected. Kelly also ripped into Hillary's brand of feminism, which seemed less about empowering women broadly and more about shielding Hillary herself. Every criticism was framed as sexism, no matter how policy-based or legitimate. The expectation wasn't just that Hillary could win, it was that she should win, like the presidency was already hers by destiny.
God bless our servicemen and women, the guys in uniform, the guys who liberated the world. Such a great reminder of the best America has to offer and the responsibility we all share in securing our nation's future. Unfortunately, this being political season, not everyone took the high road. Take a look at this tweet from Hillary Clinton. 80 years ago today, thousands of brave Americans fought to protect democracy on the shores of Normandy. This November, all we have to do is vote. She can't let it go, even on a day like this. Well, to her, because for the rest of us, our minds and our hearts are in the right place.
And when reality broke that narrative, it wasn't treated as a failed strategy or a lost connection with voters, it was painted as America making a mistake. Kelly roasted that mindset as pure entitlement. The roast sharpened when she exposed Hillary's relationship with the media. Hillary courts the press when they praise her resilience, then slams them as biased when coverage shifts. It's not respect, it's transactional. Even her so-called candid moments are riddled with calculation. Kelly pointed out the pattern: polished speeches, rehearsed sighs, timed deflections, blame shifting. This isn't mystery, it's routine. And the longer Hillary clings to it, the harder it is for anyone to believe she's evolved past the same old political operator she's always been.